All right, shalom, shalom. Give all praise. I'm now Yabashim Mashak Yahushua Bashim Kakodash. And today I want to bring out Jarha, the Egyptian slave, man. All right. So what? Israel had an Egyptian slave. I want to bring out this Egyptian slave actually married an Israelite woman via Sheshan. All right. He was a slave of Sheshan, and Sheshan didn't have any children, so he gave this Egyptian to be husband over his daughter, man. See that? And this was a Judite, man. All right. So we're gonna bring it out. It says Jarha, which is the month of sweeping away. It says the Egyptian slave of Sheshan, about the time whom his master gave his daughter or heir as wife. So he gave Jarha, all right, to be husband over his daughter, man. He didn't have any children, man. So what? He gave his Egyptian slave to his daughter. This is in our scriptures, beloved ones. I know it might be offensive, but it is in our Bible. We got to bring out everything in the Bible. All right, whether it's offensive or not, this word got to come out. So it says Jarha, but in the Hebrew it's more like Yarka, right? Or Yarka, right? Or Jarha in the Hebrew or in the English, right? It says probably of Egyptian origin. Jarka, an Egyptian. What was he? An Egyptian. Did they say it don't say he's an Israelite foreigner? Or not, he was just an Israelite that was living in Egypt. No, I don't say that. It calls him an Egyptian. All right, when Israel came out of Egypt, they wasn't called Egyptian. So why is this guy still called Egyptian? Because he's a literal Egyptian. All right, and he was able to get an Israelite wife, man. Just like in the law of Leviticus, the one guy had a Israelite wife from the tribe of Dan, and he was an Egyptian, right? In Leviticus 24. So Gentiles, they did have our women when they were circumcised under us. Some of them did, not all of them, but some of them did marry between our people. That's why you read in Leviticus 24 about that Egyptian man that had a Israelite wife from the tribe of Dan. And he was among our congregation in Leviticus 24. All right, and then we read in right here, man, we have Jarha, which was an Egyptian servant of Sheshan, and he married an Israelite woman. All right. So really, the only time you really see Gentiles and Israelites being together and it's okay is when the Gentile has been circumcised, like in Genesis when those Gentiles had married our sister, and the Israelites said the only way we'll deal with you is if you be circumcised, man. All right. So let's get some more on this guy Jarha and get the actual scriptures. We have First Chronicles 2:34. Now Sheshan had no sons, right? So you had Sheshan, which had no sons. All right, because if you look up the scriptures, it speak about being childless back in the ancient world was like a reproach. You know what I'm saying? When you couldn't bear children, right? There's plenty of scriptures on about dying childless and all that, and the scriptures, basically look at it as like a reproach when you don't have, you're not basically being fruitful and multiplying like it was from the beginning. It says, now Sheshan had no sons but daughters. See, Sheshan, he ain't have no male children. He only had daughters, right? So it was like he was childless because he didn't have a man to carry on his lineage, right? And Sheshan had a servant. He had what? A servant that's a slave. an Egyptian. So he had an Egyptian servant, man, among him, whose name was Jarha. And Sheshan gave his daughter to Jarha, his servant, to wife. And she bare him a child. All right, so guess what, man? Israelites gave some of their servants their daughters, man, to marry, man. So he wasn't just beating his ass in slavery. You just a slave. I'm gonna beat the hell out you all damn day. It wasn't. I'm gonna just beat the hell out you all damn day. He gave this Egyptian man, his daughter to wife, man. And we know in Genesis, the only way that Gentiles did marry the daughters of Israel was when they were circumcised, man. All right. So I mean, it did happen, beloved ones. We did have people that had Egyptian fathers in our scriptures, man. And like the law says to not abhor an Egyptian, right? Clearly, Sheshan did not abhor this Egyptian. He didn't say, well, you had us in captivity. I'm not giving my daughter to you, right? Which me personally, beloved ones, I would never give any of my children to any of my servants, me personally. But it is in our Bible, beloved ones. That's what, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I wouldn't give my daughters to an Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go find an Israelite somewhere, right? Me personally. But it did happen, beloved ones. All right? This Sheshan was from the tribe of Judah. He gave his Egyptian servant his daughters, man, to marry. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I know a lot of beloveds would not rock with this. But it happened, beloved ones. So, basically, man, we got to, this Bible got to come out, man, whether it's offensive or not. The scripture says, eat the whole roll, man. All right? Don't just take a bite, beloved ones. Eat the whole roll, man. Even the ugly and things we don't really like, we still got to bring it out because it's in this Bible. I mean, we're not going to throw this chapter away, are we? Are we going to rip the Bible out and, shoot this part of the Bible up because we don't like it? See, that's what it is, man. A lot of people, disagree with the Bible because they don't like certain things, man. Just like when Obama was talking about the Bible, he was speaking about all the punishments and all that. So do we not like the Bible because it can be rough at sometimes, and sometimes you might not agree with certain things people do? Just like when the one guy sacrificed his daughter on accident, man. I don't really agree with that, but it happened, man. Wild stuff happens in our Bible, beloved ones. And what? Sheshan, he gave his daughter, he gave Jarha his daughters, man. The Egyptian slave, man. So with that, I'll praise out now. Shalom.